express myself, caress myself, love myself, not depend on anything outside of me to validate me. I just wanna be. Let me be.
Greetings, my conscious co-creators. This is a good morning. I woke up, I have my tea, right? And the message for today is master the unknown by knowing your deep self. This is perfect because I'm always getting downloads about, growth and expansion, right? And a lot of times people think that when you say growth or expansion, you're talking about like being better, like you're being better than you were. And like there's something wrong with who you are. But there's nothing wrong with who you are. It is growing and expanding is understanding yourself and having awareness. And when you have awareness, then you grow and expand because you're growing and expanding your awareness. Therefore, you're growing and expanding your perceptions. Therefore, you're seeing further. You're seeing more than the average person. You're seeing more than what meets the eye because it's always deeper than what meets the eye. There's always more to the energy, more to the situation than that one perspective. There's a higher perspective in it all. And a lot of us are, when we are walking this physical plane, what connects us is our root chakra, right? Our root chakra. And then we have the desires and the things that tether us to our sacral and, our solar plexus. Like all those lower chakras, they deal in our physical experience. Therefore, if it's imbalanced, or if it's imbalanced, overactive, underactive, then you get certain experiences in the physical. We're not going to get into that today. I actually do need to make more videos, but there's a lot of videos out there, but solar plexus, I need to do the rest. I've done root chakra. I need to do the other ones. But those things tether us, right? To a certain extent. And if you're in balance, then you get a almost, chaotic experience, right? At least that's how you may perceive it. But if you open your awareness and you open your expansion, and you open like the way you see things, you open your perception, then in that expansion, you expand your energy. Therefore, you are more connected. You feel more connected because you're always connected, okay? You're never not connected, but a lot of times you may feel lonely, you may feel disconnected, right? But the more you know yourself, the more you can expand and share your energy, and the more you can connect with what is around you in the physical, but you're actually connecting in more than just physical. It's a unseen thing. It's a metaphysical thing. It is, it is literally you sitting in the room right now, like me, right now, right? Taking a moment and just being and allowing yourself to feel to feel the energy around you, right? And then it's literally, it starts off just that simple, like just worrying about your immediate environment, right? Not worrying, but you know what I mean. Being in your immediate environment and feeling that connection and feeling your higher connection, feeling your grounded connection. You're feeling all of it. You're feeling it all. And that subtle connection, it really brings about a different awareness. Like you start to understand yourself more, and you start to therefore understand the things around you more. The more you know yourself, the more you know others. My husband and my daughter, when we're watching movies together, I'm always guessing the movies. And this is not to be arrogant or anything like that about, it's like, I already know what's going to happen in most movies. A good movie is a great movie. I'm going to put it like that, because good movies, them having an awareness of how humans mostly operate, that's good. But a great movie is one where I can't even guess what's going to happen. It's going to be something like, whoa, I didn't even see that coming. And when you surprise me, I'm like, oh, that's a dope movie right there. I didn't even see that. But my daughter, she's like, how did you do it? Did you already see the movie? I'm like, no, I just have an understanding of humans, of their motivations, of their sorrows. Trust me, I've been in a lot of sorrow, and I've experienced a lot of trauma, and I know I've understood the things that brought me in those traumas and brought me through those traumas, and I've understood. And most people write about their experience. Most people project in movies what their experiences have been, and they kind of put it in a movie in fictional format or whatever. But so I'm like, okay, I know myself. And I have an expanded view of myself too. I know multiple perspectives of my situation. There's not just one way to look at something. And just being able just being able to master yourself and your inner self and know yourself is so important, because of just that reason of, if you have better relationships. Now, people are still not going to understand you. People are still going to have their own perceptions, their own limited perceptions. So in a world where you have this great awareness, not everybody has this awareness. And so then that even brings you more awareness about yourself, because then how do you deal with people who are not as aware, and who think they know you, who think they understand you, and they really don't? It's like you guys could be having the same conversation. You guys could agree on something, and they literally think you're talking about something else. They literally do not get it. They literally do not connect with what it is that you're feeling, saying, expressing. And that is okay, but it doesn't feel good. So know that when you do expand, you're going to have that experience. And when you have that experience, that brings you even greater understanding. So you can even expand even more. And you learn more about yourself, or remember more about who you actually are. It's not about being better than you are on the journey. It's literally about just being aware. Know thyself. Know thyself. And You know, if that requires you to read books, to study, to expand your language, to expand how you see things, to, you know, the more you expose yourself to the physical world and to knowledge, the more you get glimpses of yourself in these different things. But if you just limit yourself to this one way of learning and one way of seeing things, then you limit your capacity to know who you are and to get those glimpses of yourself in things. When those are your reflections, when you expand and you meet new people and you put yourself out there, you know, there's this thing everybody's scared to, you know, because of the pandemic, everybody's scared to reach out and expand and like be in people's energy, right? And there's this, you still have the virtual, you still have the virtual world. It's energy knows no bounds, right? But in the virtual world, people are not being themselves. They're not necessarily, they're being who they want to be. They're being who they want others to see them as. And when you see that about yourself, when you see other people doing it, when you see somebody else doing that, you get a glimpse of yourself and you're like, if you judge them, you lose the experience of seeing that reflection. But if you look at them and you're like, I do that in some ways, right? And you're like, and you get glimpses of yourself. And then you become aware of yourself. And then when you become aware of yourself in that particular situation, whatever it is that you see, then you have an opportunity to grow in that area, to master that particular area. You're like, okay, now you're mastering your energy in the virtual space. So now, okay, let me be more authentic in the virtual space. Because authenticity brings about an authentic experience. It brings forth truth. It reflects truth back to you, and it reflects it in a way that is satisfying. Now, you may be authentic, you're going to experience people that are inauthentic, and you're going to experience people who don't like truth, who you're going to experience people, some aspect of that, you're going to experience the opposite of that. That's our experience. That's our human experience. And when you experience that aspect of that opposite aspect, your awareness is knowing yourself and knowing that, hey, I get it. And this allows you to have compassion. This allows you to see things and not, in particularly, judge them harshly and to give people a hard time and to be angry and frustrated about something that you have no control over. You only have power over yourself. You only have power over your own energy. So allow that to be your goal, is awareness of self, knowing yourself, and being able to allow the glimpses of yourself and connect with things around you. Allow those glimpses of yourself to come through so that you can expand who you are, so that you can grow. Not be better, but expand your awareness of who you already are. Okay? That is all. That's all for today. So, I love you. I hope that you got something from this video and have a wonderful, wonderful experience today, however that is. Just stop and look and expand your energy where you are, from where you are. Just take a moment and pause. Peace. I am so thankful to your soul that you made it to the end of this video. As you know,
I am an advocate for following the inner guru, okay? So if your inner guru is guiding you to set up a more personalized session with me, one-on-one, then you do that. Don't hesitate. Go to ahealersplayground.com and you can set up a Reiki energy healing session, hypnotherapy session. We can do a personal clarity reading or full spiritual advisement session. Either way, go on there, choose. You can also purchase my book at booksbylasage.com. You can also go to Amazon. It's called Don't Fuck Yourself, Love Yourself, and it's under LaDonna Banfield. Thank you for your time. I love you. Go be great. And remember to always follow your inner guru over whatever anybody else says.